Welcome to the workshop. This week we've had Will, Adam and Matt joining us to make their own wooden surfboards. Will's been making himself a 7.4 island hopper. Adam has been making himself a 7.2 coaster. And Matt has been making himself a 6.4 wood burner.
My name's Will Watson and I've come from Oxfordshire, in the middle of England, as far away from the ocean as possible. I chose the 7.4, which actually transpires is now a 7.5, so obviously my shaving technique is not honed, but I think it's got good volume. It's, I can catch waves. I don't surf as much as, some of the other guys. I'm not in the water, certainly not every week or every month, so it's good to be able to kind of get the wave count up, and I'm really glad, I've made the trip and it's been a fantastic week. And yeah, it's sort of bucket list stuff. If you're into surfing, what better way to spend your time? So yeah, 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Good to kind of carve out that week down here and just do binary stuff, make rather than stare at a spreadsheet all day. If you do a job or had done a job like I'd done for many years, it can kind of take you down the wrong path. So it's nice to be able to step away and reflect on this and, look after, dare I say it, look after number one just for a period of time, just to make sure you can kind of reconnect. Strange enough, I love the sanding. There's something about the sanding which is really satisfying. So when you're given an instruction, you look at it and you try and overanalyze it, but actually when you start, feeling the wood, feeling the shapes, it becomes a sort of natural behavior. I can't believe we've now got a surfboard. How did that happen? Yeah, look, I'm going to be waving the Otter Boards flag at every opportunity, genuinely, because I think, a lot of people would benefit, and I certainly have. So.
My name's Matt. I've just come from just down the road in Trevellus. I've been interested in surfing for as long as I can remember. It's now a daily question that goes on in my mind is, can I get in the water today or not? So my woodworking experience was non-existent, I think, to be honest. Yeah, very, very limited outside of what you would do in school. I think my favourite part of the building or making process has probably been actually now the shaping side of things. When you sort of with the plane and the rasp and the sander, just sort of feeling your way around the board and seeing it take shape. I love how it's sort of, when you start, it seems like you're sort of just planing away or sanding away for a long time and nothing really seems to change, and then all of a sudden, with one stroke, you then say, oh, okay. And then it sort of takes you more and more and more, and you actually see the changes with each stroke.
My name's Adam Robertson. I have come all the way down from Glasgow, although I'm from Thurso up the north coast. I chose the 7.2 coaster, which is a mid-length, because it's the one board missing in my kind of quiver. I've loved just the layering up, starting with the skeleton, if you like, the cutouts, and just thinking, right, from that, I suppose yesterday was the most exciting because it did just suddenly emerge. It was like, wow, there's a surfboard. It magically kind of just appears in your hands, and you're like, no, I've started, with the layering up of the rail strips and the gluing and the planing and the sanding and the clamping and all of that. And then yesterday, as you start to sand that top deck, you're like, wow, there's a surfboard there. It's pretty magical, It's been joyous. I've loved every minute of it. It's like, wow, I'm just gonna create this beautiful thing in a beautiful place with beautiful people, and create this, and it's like, that's a real precious thing, and to take that time, I suppose it's the time as much as the money. It's the time to go, for 5 days, I'm just gonna do this, I'm just gonna build something. When do you get to do that, really? It's been a very precious time. but I'm looking forward to that first wave. That'll be an exciting moment, you know, to ride that wave on something you built. It's a very exciting prospect.